let's start with the ball game. It got a little freaky at the end. I'm not gonna lie.
Got a little freaky. But do you see what's happening outside New York City right now? Do you see what's happening in the Garden? These Knicks fans have been the energy that this team has needed ever since they've allowed those 2,000 fans into the Garden, all right? You hear it, you feel it, especially when they went down by double digits, especially when there was times where it looked like it wasn't gonna go well. The Knicks pulled out another tough win against a potential playoff opponent in the Indiana Pacers. At this point, we know our Julius Randle reads NBA Twitter. He heard everybody talking about Domantas Sabonis should have been an all-star ahead of him, and he shut those questions down immediately. You know he's consistent. The one thing I wasn't expecting was RJ Barrett having another big game. It seems like anytime Julius and RJ ball out and are on the same page, the Knicks are tough to beat. They were tough to beat tonight, and the Knicks look legit, Monica. I'm loving what I'm seeing.
I mean, how can you not? It's super exciting. IQ, we love. We heard Kenny talking about on the broadcast. He's now had back-to-back 4-point plays in a ball game, and Frank Ntilikina only played 11 minutes. However, the minutes closing the game, the biggest minutes of the game in terms of defensive intensity and sealing the deal for this squad. The momentum is building. To your point, Rebecca Harlow, interviewing Julius post-game, talked about the importance of this win, particularly as we look ahead to a potential playoff matchup. I love that we're here.
I love that we're here too, and I love that if the Knicks and the Pacers do match up in the playoffs, there will be home court advantage for the New York Knicks. And could you imagine MSG rocking for a playoff game once again? I've been crossing my fingers. I've been waiting for this for a long time, but man, this team looks like it. Frank Ntilikina only played 11 minutes, but some great steals, great defensive play. I love the backcourt play right now. And the Knicks, man, they're just playing fun basketball. Fun, exciting basketball. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it in 2021?
Man, we love this part of 2021. We love. All right, let's move. Buzzer beater or shot clock violation. Keeping this good Knicks energy, though, I will say, Obi Toppin says that he would love to participate in the dunk contest All-Star Weekend, and we expect this to come to fruition. Buzzer beater or shot clock. Ha! This is definitely a buzzer beater.
Monica, this is the easiest buzzer beater I'm probably going to do all season, all right? There's very rarely that you have big guys that look good dunking, and there's only about 3 of them, and the Knicks have one of them. There's Zion Williamson, there's Aaron Gordon, and this guy right here. We're talking about somebody who's throwing down between the legs dunks in games in college. The dude got hops out of this world. His dad had hops. I'm sure his grandfather got hops too. I want to see him in the dunk contest this year. Obi Toppin, what's poppin'? Let's see you in the dunk contest in Atlanta. I'm looking forward to it.
So I remember the moment that I put 1 and 1 together to make 2, and when I found out that Obi's dad was Dunker's Delight, I literally was the emoji with the top of my head blowing off. I'm like, it makes so much sense. So I will say, a special little twist in this one. I personally am gonna go make sure I pull up some YouTube clips of Dunker's Delight and see if we get some mimics, well not mimics, I guess if we get some of those same dunks as an homage and tribute to his dad.
Shout out to my guys Randy over at Orchard Beach. You know what I mean? That is a great summer tournament that they put together every year where Duncan's Delight got his name from. So shout out to the Cruz brothers out there, man.
Okay, so we're moving right along. Second buzzer beater or shot clock violation. Soccer player Zlatan Ibrahimovic criticized LeBron James for social activism, saying, actually, I'm not going to get into what he said because I don't want to give him that much credit. But what I loved about this, his statement is certainly a shot clock violation to me. But LeBron James, in true king behavior, responded not with anger, but very well researched. And he pointed out that Ibrahimovic has also pointed out his personal experience with racism because his last name doesn't necessarily sound Swedish, which I thought was a perfect example of you can't take a stance that people can't talk about social issues because it simply makes you uncomfortable when you have spoken on social issues. So checkmate, shout out to LeBron in the way he responded to this.
Yeah, I'm going to go an absolutely shot clock violation this one. You expect this sort of talk from like political pundits. Basically, he went a long round way of saying just shut up and dribble. And I'm pretty sure that's like a 4-letter word when it comes to anything athletics. Like if you're an athlete and you're telling another athlete, especially LeBron James, who's opened up schools. I don't think he's opened up any schools. Who's gotten people motivated to vote. Who's opened up NBA arenas to allow more people to vote, to surpass voter suppression. Actual issues that can be fixed right now, today. LeBron didn't just put his mouth behind it. He puts his money behind it as well. So Zlatan, great soccer player. I'm not going to say what you told LeBron to do, but all I'm going to say is maybe he should have been a little bit more informed. How about that?
Well said. All right, let's check out this Instagram post before we set up our next buzzer beater or shot clock violation, because it is an integral part of the story. This comes from your boy, Kaz, Kyrie Irving. You know who it is in the logo, the late, great, incredible Kobe Bryant. And Kyrie strongly suggests that the logo should be changed to Kobe. Brooklyn Nets Kyrie Irving happy to push discussion for Kobe Bryant as the NBA logo. Shot clock violation or buzzer beater, Kaz?
Buzzer beater, Monica, because of the 5 words on the Instagram caption, Black Kings built the league. Facts. You can't deny it, you know what I mean? And no better way, there's probably no better way to honor the legacy of Kobe Bryant than making him the new logo. Jerry West has gone on record and saying he's all in favor of not being the logo anymore. I know people have said, well, if you're gonna change the logo, it should be Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan has came out and said he does not want to be the logo. And I believe as many people as he's influenced, as tragic as his passing has been, as iconic as Kobe Bryant is to the NBA and to the game of basketball, there's no better way to honor him, his legacy, and moving the game forward than making Kobe Bryant the NBA logo. I'm 110% with Kyrie Irving on this one. And the logo needs an update anyway. I mean, it needs a little swag to it, you know? The little fadeaway jumper, a little running dunk, all right? No disrespect to Jerry West, but I feel like Kobe had put a little bit more flair on that logo, if I'm not being mistaken.
Just a little bit more flair in there when you're talking Kobe Bryant. I will say it's hard to make an argument against this. I actually had the opportunity to sit on a panel this week with the great Bob Ryan, who said logos get updated all the time. Why not? This is a great gesture. We know that Vanessa Bryant has chimed in. She's in favor of it, which I think is a big deal. So I like this. I don't know how it happens per se. I wonder if other NBA players feel as strongly as Kyrie does, but I wouldn't be mad at this at all. I like this. I think it's a good idea.